Deontay Wilder will not be fighting Alexander Povetkin in his next fight. The WBC have seen fit to grant him another voluntary defense of his WBC heavyweight title. But, before you go off on Deontay Wilder, before you go off on the WBC, there's something very important you have to know. The reason why he's been given another voluntary defense is not because he's ducking Povetkin. No. It's because Povetkin's people have told the WBC that they will not be ready to fight Deontay Wilder in January, because that is when the mandatory fight, because Povetkin is mandatory challenger for Wilder's title, that is when the mandatory fight was penciled in to take place. That was the deadline in January. It has to take place by then. Povetkin's people have approached the WBC and said, you know what? Povetkin won't be ready by January. Maybe they were thinking about the Marius Wack fight, because they said this actually a couple of days before the Wack fight. So maybe they were worried that the Wack fight would be tough, and Povetkin did actually get cut in that fight. So it's a good thing that they have postponed it. Maybe it was the fact that Alexander Povetkin intends to have a nice Christmas with his family and he don't want to be in training camp. Whatever the case may be, they're the ones who have chosen to delay the fight until later on in 2016. It is not Wilder's fault in this particular instance. Povetkin's people have requested that the mandatory be pushed back. So who's Wilder going to fight in the meantime? It gives him the opportunity to hone his skills again. It's worked out well for him, actually. Gives him the opportunity to fight someone else. And I think he should fight someone that is more similar to Povetkin style-wise. A shorter guy, because his last fight, in fact, his last two fights were against fairly tall opponents. Eric Molina's like 6'4", 6'5". Dupar's around 6'5". So I think he should fight a shorter guy who's going to come forward and allow him to practice the game plan which he intends to implement against Povetkin. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it, and just giving you guys an update on the whole situation before you guys start going off on the WBC, before you start going off on Deontay Wilder. This is Povetkin's team. It's their making this situation. So it is what it is. Drop your comments below. It's your boy Hatman. I'm out.